QED Productions presents Drugs in Our Society. Filmstrip 5, Marijuana, a Foolish Fad. These are joints. They look like cigarettes, but instead of tobacco, they contain marijuana. Pot, tea, grass, and Mary Janes are hip names for this drug. Current laws against its use are very severe. The record of an arrest and conviction of a felony will haunt a man all his life. Recently, many young people have become fascinated by marijuana. Actually, it is one of the oldest drugs known to man. The drug was used as a primitive medicine in China as early as 3700 BC. After many centuries, it spread to India and other parts of the world. It is called bhang or charas in India, kif in North Africa, daga in South America, and marijuana in the United States and Mexico. Most of the marijuana in this country comes from Mexico, although some is grown locally. Marijuana consists of the stems, buds, and leaves from the top of the Indian hemp plant, called Cannabis sativa. Cannabis grows well in any warm and sunny climate and needs little or no cultivation. It grows wild and has both male and female forms. The male plant is taller, and the fibers of the stalk are used in the making of hemp rope. The cannabis drugs are made from the upper stems, blossoms, and leaves of the female plant, which usually grows to a height of 3 or 4 feet. The active ingredients in cannabis have been identified as tetrahydrocannabinols. The exact chemistry of these compounds is not completely understood. The drug is concentrated in the resin of the cannabis plant. This is a pitch-like substance found in the blossoms and leaves. Cannabis can be used as a drug while still in the plant form. The leaves and blossoms are dried and smoked as marijuana. The drug is absorbed from the smoke through the lungs. In the United States, marijuana is usually smoked in the form of cigarettes or occasionally in pipes. While marijuana is legally classified as a narcotic, most scientists and doctors now agree that it is not a true narcotic, but rather a hallucinogen. Hallucinations are imaginary sensations, visions, and sounds. Drugs that produce hallucinations are called hallucinogens. The most potent hallucinogen is LSD. Mescaline, a drug from the Mexican cactus peyote, is also a hallucinogen. The physical effects of marijuana include increased pulse and blood pressure and may cause a general unsteadiness of the hands and body. Characteristically, the eyes of the user become reddened and bloodshot. The principal effects of marijuana are mental. Distortions of time, space, and color occur in wave-like patterns. Individuals often report an increased sensitivity. They sometimes feel that sounds can be seen or that colors can be touched or heard. Often the user feels depersonalized, that he is two persons, one looking at the other. In most cases, the users of marijuana grow quiet and even sleepy, but occasionally marijuana releases violent emotions and actions. Most scientists agree that marijuana does not alter the basic personality structure, although individuals do become more suggestible. Also, self-confidence is increased. Some users are frightened by the experience and respond with anxiety or psychotic behavior. Marijuana may be chewed, mixed in a drink, or baked into cookies or brownies. Effects are usually noticed within 30 minutes and last for 2 to 3 hours. When smoked, the effects are almost immediate and last from 1 to 3 hours. Marijuana itself is not an addicting drug, in that withdrawal symptoms do not follow the discontinuance of its use. Tolerance or the necessity to take larger and larger doses for the same physical or mental effects does not develop with marijuana. However, the drug often becomes a psychologic habit, especially with people who are basically unstable. The habitual use of marijuana as an escape from life's problems and responsibilities leads to the deterioration of many bright and promising young people. One of the great dangers in using marijuana is that those who sell or use it are committing a crime. Pushers of marijuana often also sell heroin, thus bringing users into contact with criminals and with hard narcotics. Unstable individuals sometimes start using heroin in this way. Most heroin addicts began by using marijuana. Because of the increased suggestibility of people under the influence of marijuana, individuals with basic personality problems may be induced to commit acts of violence. All states now have strict laws making the use of marijuana illegal and often a felony. While marijuana is the most widely used drug which alters mental function, recently a number of even more powerful drugs have come to the public's attention. Potent drugs such as LSD cause many severe psychological or mental symptoms. Mescaline is a component of the peyote cactus. It is much more potent than marijuana and may cause definite physiologic dependence. Peyote has been used as a sacrament by American Indians in their religious rites. Psilocybin, found in mushrooms from Mexico and Central America, also produces hallucinations. The drug, like LSD and unlike marijuana, builds up a rapid tolerance and can be used once or twice a week. Another potent chemical is dimethyltryptamine, DMT. This is a strong hallucinogen, but causes headaches if used repeatedly. Another drug recently used by thrill seekers is called STP. The effects continue for many hours, even days. The serious mental disturbances often produced are difficult to treat. Foolish indeed are people who try to get kicks from morning glory seeds, antifreeze, hair tonic, nutmeg, or the vapors of gasoline and model airplane glue. These substances are not hallucinogenic, but poison certain areas of the brain, causing bizarre symptoms and visions. Such sensations are similar to the delirium tremens of the advanced alcoholic and to the toxic visions of men dying of thirst and hunger. Such toxic substances are especially harmful because of their direct action as poisons. They cause severe damage to liver cells and to nerve cells. A common result of these kicks is destruction of the bone marrow where the blood cells are formed. People who use marijuana and other drugs for kicks and thrills exhibit very poor judgment. Sometimes they do it only in response to a dare. Others do such things in an effort to escape the problems of daily living. To deal with life effectively, one must learn to face and solve its problems. Only the immature and ignorant try to make their problems disappear through the use of drugs. Reality is not changed, no matter how pleasant the hallucinations. The use of drugs will eventually result in even greater problems. Drugs are never the answer. Even if such drugs were not physically addicting, a psychologic habit develops, a habit that is a very poor substitute for real contact with life.